personnel, Lattimore is in the boundary Tampa 2 coverage. He's King Fitch Magic 3-step drop. He China calls the hook route to release it inside to the linebacker. It turns into a scramble drill, and he does a good job of putting the crown of his helmet to dislodge the football. 22 personnel, cover 1 has all outside run responsibilities. Njoku down blocks. He step replaces and fills it. Funnels hide inside and punches at the ball. Didn't get it out, but you like to see the aggressiveness. 10 personnel, tight bunch open, cover 1. He still proceeds to his normal drop. No threat. He stays home. Sees the ball thrown down. Now he rallies down. Sees the fumble. Now it's just scoop and score. Every DB's dream. He didn't score, but hey, that's all you can ask for is getting a turnover. 7 personnel, Z motion turns into trips right, playing cover 2, does a good job of baiting Flacco to throw the stalk and go ball as if he was beat. Couldn't quite come up with INT, but he lets his savvy and IQ show on this play. Whoop. Empty personnel, Lattimore is in the boundary. The Saints are showing 1 high, cover 1, but rolls into 2-man under as the ball is snapped. More outside releases since Lattimore took away the inside leverage to run the dig, but he's all over it for the PBU. 11 personnel, field corner, cover 1 man double versus Treadwell. Treadwell releases outside to a 9 route immediately. Lattimore has his hands on Treadwell's top shoulder to play the back shoulder throw. Once he sees the ball, once he's in control, he doesn't panic and he just plays and fights through the hands. Perfect example. Teach tape. 11 personnel, Z motion to crack block the defensive end on the backside, but on the field side, once again, Marshon is at the right place at the right time. And he does a good job of just scooping the ball and, putting Drew Brees and the Saints into great field position. I know he is going to regret that he didn't score, but hey, he got the turnover. Empty personnel, cover 1 outside leverage, funneling everything inside. Treadwell stems immediately inside for the dig. Marshon tugs and controls Treadwell top field shoulder within 5 yards and just plays over the top through his hands. Tight 11 personnel under center, H or A, jet sweep. Marshon run fits at the field corners, always outside in. Young DBs. He does a good job of meeting force with force and just making the tackle on Woods. Tight 12 personnel under center, Robert, cover 1 outside leverage. He and Marcus Williams communicate the switch with ease as they did 1,000 times in practice, which allows Marshon to undercut the deep post that Wentz underthrew for the INT. 10 personnel at the field corner, off man, inside leverage, slow plays and reads Wentz 3-step drop. He T-steps and drives all over Alshon for the PBU. Falcons bring in tackle over, so it's 3-2 down here near the NFL logo. It's a combo call. We call this the catch him slipping. Wide receiver fakes as if he's stalk blocking, but then he runs a skinny in route, and Lattimore was all over it. Trey open 47 split divide zone play action. Marshon is playing a shuffle techniques. It's called the hips, eyes, and then drives, which he does exactly just that on Ridley's comeback, and he gets his left hand in there in the nick of time. On the back view, you guys can see the left hand right there. Bunch open cover 3. Lattimore was a little too quick to open up his hips and his drop. He thought Ridley was doing the 9 route, but instead Ridley runs a 20-yard bender, or some call it the skinny post. But this is what coaches love to see players do. Finish until the whistle is thrown and not quitting, and he does just that to create a forced fumble. You know, I'm from the South, so I got a little accent, everybody. But look at this right here. Boop! Man, that's a phenomenal play. 10 personnel off cover 1, keeping everything in front. He knows his OTP, which is organized thought process, which is down and distance. And he just does a good job of just driving on Cooper. And being the spicy guy that he is, he comes up with a forced fumble for the turnover. Tight 11 personnel, cover 1, hard play action, boot, flood right with the backside wide receiver running a dig. Lattimore trails but causes disruption on the collision for the PBU. And on the back angle, you all will be able to see that Marshon does get hit with the okie doke right here. But this is something coaches can't teach, and that's finishing to the whistle and having heart. Empty, Hail Mary, all verts. Lattimore shows off his ball skills and tap dancing ability with the sideline acrobatic interception. 11 personnel, cover 3, which turns into one-on-one versus Antonio and Travarius Brown. AB eats up his cushion and gets into his chest, which is usually Never good for the DB, but in this case, the ball was underthrown on the skinny post, and Lattimore didn't panic or didn't get the PI. Tight 12 personnel, cover 2, he's playing a trap look, meaning that he takes 2 hard steps inside as if he was going one-on-one with the wide receiver, but he flips his hips at a 45-degree angle to run to the nearest outside threat, and he does it perfectly to get the interception on Nicholas Foles. Ten personnel, crucial point of the game. The Saints were playing a combo coverage, cover 3 on the right side and a cover 1 on the left. This has nothing to do with what Marshon does right, but everything what Alshon does wrong. He drops the ball, but you got to give credit where credit is due, and he closes the game with a sweet INT to lead the Saints defense to the title game against the Rams. There you guys have it. Marshon Lattimore is popping off the 2018 NFL TTG for Real Film Room Edition. He finished the season with 16 starts, 59 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 2 INTs, and he finished the season graded as a 78.3 cornerback. That's rating him the number 16th best NFL cornerback according to PFF. If y'all need work done, get at me on all of my social media platforms, TTG for Real, and hit that subscribe button. Fuck with me. I got you.